Further.
Okay, so where are you originally from?
Arizona.
Arizona. So how,
Tucson.
being from Arizona and moving to Atlanta, like what's the difference in the nail scene?
Well, like Arizona, everything is uniform and matches and, nothing too crazy. I moved to Atlanta and then people were like, I want this nail this color, I want this nail this color, and I want this on this nail. I'm like, what?
like me.
I'm like, I've never seen that before. In back home in Tucson, I was doing my thing or whatever. I was doing stuff that was still different from a lot of the other nail techs. But I just felt like I was stagnant and it wasn't really going anywhere.
Okay.
So, I decided to come to Atlanta. It just so happens that my husband's family lives here.
Okay.
So, we just picked up everything and came down here and
all or nothing.
And then everything just fell into place.
Right, all or nothing.
All of my fellow nail techs, like there's a few of them that they do some really neat work, and then just getting inspiration from like the fashion trend.
Yeah.
And then somebody will put it on a nail, and then it goes from there. So we all contribute something to the nail game, and it's crazy. There is nail beef.
Let's hear it. Let's get the heat. Put it on the table.
I'm like, for real?
Wow.
Like, there's enough hands out here for everybody.
Okay.
There's no need for that. Like me, I support my fellow nail techs.
Sure.
And I've been come at before, like, oh, you bite my style. I'm like, it's a trend. A trend is a trend.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, someone's coming to you saying this is what I want.
Right.
Right. Like, I'm never like, oh, I'm going to copy her. They'll be like, oh, I saw a picture of this. I want my nails like this. So I'll do it. I'll switch it up because I'm not a copycat. But that's what I'm saying. Like, a trend is a trend.
Big white beats.
Well, right now, my main one, like, I'll do Tiny. I do her a lot. And then I just get calls randomly, like, I did Ashanti when she was here for her birthday. And then
You do a lot of strippers, huh?
Say, man, I love the strippers.
They
spin. They do spin. Shout out to the strippers.
When I first started doing nails, I was like, one day I want to be a celebrity manicurist. I want to see, so me coming here and then that happening and just, all the love I get and all the respect I get, from doing what I do, and I always try to stay professional, and I think that's why, they call me back because, I'm not groupie. I go in there, I provide a service to them, and then I leave.
So I was watching T.I. and Tiny show, and I saw you in it.
Yes,
and I saw your daughter too. And I was, oh my God, it's Elisha. So how was that?
That was fun. It's always a lot of fun, like being around that and having that opportunity. It was really nice because I was able to take my kids, so they can see, what kind of stuff that I'm around, because they're like, you're always working. I'm like, this is what I'm doing.
Come with me. That's good though. You can take your kids with you to work.
Right.
They can see. If you ever have like a loyal client like Tiny and she decides to try another nail tech out, you don't have any hard feelings to that because I see a lot of people. One person in particular, I'm not going to call her name out, but she's like, she uses the same picture over and over at Tiny's nails that she does. She's like, just did Tiny's nails. I'm like, no, you did that like 2 months ago.
Yeah, damn. But no, I don't, it doesn't bother me at all.
Always come back. They always call you.
Right.
Because I'm always, whenever she calls, I'm there. So, you know.
So you're a mobile tech. So what's the craziest story or any horror stories that you have, like going into someone's house, like, oh shit, this dog is right here, or I don't know, like a dog sitting next to you while you're doing nails, like you better not mess up. I'm gonna bite your ass.
You know, I've never had anything crazy happen. You know, it's a lot of
Have
fun.
you witnessed any crazy things?
You know.
See all types of things.
Yeah, I get to see all types of things, and you know.
Has anyone ever put out an agreement, like whatever happens here stays here?
Oh
No.
my.
Okay.
You know, but you know, I'm like, okay, you know.
So what are your prices? What do your prices start at for everyone listening?
Well, my full sets, like stilettos and the square, you know, those are 30. They start at 30. Right now I'm doing a special through the holidays because I know everybody's shopping and everything, and I want them to be able to get their nails done without, you know, breaking the bank. So right now I got a special. Full set started 20. You know, stilettos 25. So,
I get my nails done by Elisha, and I like her because she doesn't use tips.
yeah.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah, I do a lot of
Big white beat.
Healthy.
the best thing to do really is, you know, if you can manicure your own hands, like once a week, push back the cuticles, you know, shape them, and just, you know, buff them. That stimulates the blood flow in them.
Okay.
And then you can just get cuticle oil, you know, and rub them on there every night. And then and it's really good to get manicures because the massage stimulates growth and it gets all the blood cells going. So it's a good, you know, it's good to get manicures.
What would you say to people who wear nails all the time, like they don't ever take them off, like years at a time?
I don't know. I have a lot of clients that
Really?
have
They
always
don't
had
do a
nails.
rest?
Nope.
So
Is that
but
bad?
That's bad though, right?
I mean,
It depends on how good your nail tech is.
right, because there's times like I haven't had to put a new set on a client. I think it was like 6 months, and then she was like, maybe we should do a new set. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of old, but like, I never have to, you know, put new sets on quickly. It's time consuming, especially with all that nail art and everything. And sometimes I'm like, oh my god, that took me how long? Yeah,
And how long have you been doing nails?
8 years.
8 years.
Mhm.
Okay. And you went to school and
Yes.
you catch up on everything and
Yes, I went
Mhm.
to school. I'm licensed.
Out of all the years, what's your like? I love that project. That was my favorite project. Was it a wedding or something where you really had to put your time and energy where you're proud of it? Like you show these nails, like I did these nails.
Really, is the whole training experience.
That was a good experience
Yeah.
for
you do
you.
her nails at her wedding?
No, I didn't do them at her wedding, but I did them a lot. You know, when the salon first opened, I did her nails a lot.
Oh, you worked at Tiny Nail
Mhm.
Bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I worked there. So, you
Did
know,
Did she really burn it down?
After that, but after they started seeing you and you working with her, like did your clientele boost up?
it did boost up because, you know, she did an interview a while back and she mentioned my name, and ever since then,
Really? Oh, that
Yeah.
was wonderful.
Yeah, ever since then it
Showing
kinda,
love.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Cool.
that was cool. So, I mean,
That helps out.
that
Everything helps out.